Chikinakayo. Chikeyo. Welcome to Should You Watch This with the Popcorn Priest, a weekly podcast where movie enthusiasts, current and ex-movie theater projectionists, new and old friends take the time to talk about a movie that we just watched and answer that very question. Should or shouldn't you watch this? What is the project about? Wolves. And what are we doing? We're hunting.
Did you just make that up, or was that actually in the movie?
내가 얘기했지. 키워봤자 배 아니라고. 입에 내가 가지게 씨. 주무! 식사는 하루에 2번, 화장실은 하루 1번. 너희들이 잔대가리 굴려서 빠져나가봤자 배.
You need to find a dubbed
There's
version.
kind of a limitation of the audio format.
Listen.
Is there a dubbed version?
No, I tried to find it. And I'm letting it all play out because...
No, I'm with you.
If anything, it sounds like a sweet music video.
I think you get the gist. Yeah, hear those wet, like, sounds?
A lot of wet sounds. All right. Joining me today is reoccurring guest. What's this rated? Cole. And I love torturing Chris with my picks, Taylor.
I've taken the title.
Technically, we both tortured you with our titles. Technically, there's no just one.
This one wasn't intentional. It just sort of happened.
Get ready for Nung Dun Sing Yang, or AKA Project Wolf Hunting. That's what it's known as. Nung Da Sing Yang. Yang. That's pretty good, right?
I mean, I don't know. They didn't really say it in the movie, so I can't really compare it to that.
The description for this one follows dangerous criminals on a cargo ship who are transported from the Philippines to South Korea as they unleash a sinister force after an escape attempt leads to a riot.
Yeah, sure. That sounds right. Yeah.
It's not very spoilery.
Yeah, no, that's not revealing too much.
Yeah, I usually hate the descriptions, but that one's okay.
Yeah, that's what happens.
All right. Directed by Kim Hong-sung. Top billed stars are So In-guk, Dong Young Yang, and Young So-ming. Runtime of 2 hours and 2 minutes. Those are pronounced perfectly, by the way. 2 hours and 20 minutes. 2 hours and 2 minutes. Rated R18+, whatever that means. Genre on Rotten Tomatoes says action, mystery, thriller, and IMDb says action, crime, horror.
Yeah.
I like IMDb's much better than Rotten Tomatoes.
It definitely becomes a horror film. I can't, there's no other way to describe
Supernatural horror, I would say. Yeah.
it. Maybe sci-fi if you wanted to be generous.
Yeah.
It reminds me a lot of, it's basically Con Air on a boat combined with Overlord.
Yeah. There's a lot going on.
It's a melange.
It shifts every 30 minutes
That's
to
true.
a different kind of
It's
tone.
kind of every movie, in a way.
Speaking of IMDb, they give it a rating of 6.1 out of 10 from 5,000 reviews. Rotten Tomato, however, gives it 88% from 26 ratings, critic ratings, and 66% from 100 audience ratings, like the lowest I've ever seen.
Yeah, I feel like the critics that said it was 26. I bet it's a bunch of horror and gore enthusiast websites like
AVHorror.com.
Bloody Disgusting and all those other ones.
People that are looking for that kind of genre.
Yeah. At the time of this recording, you can stream this on the Hiya service with a subscription, or the Screambox Amazon channel with a subscription. Or you can rent or purchase this, was what we did, from your preferred purveyor of digital media.
Amazon Prime.
We did watch it on Amazon Prime. If you choose the highest tier of our Patreon account, you'll have access to the Popcorn Priest permanent collection. Go to patreon.com/Popcorn Priest for details. All right, this brings us to one of Cole's beloved new categories, Popcorn Reviews the Reviews.
Best part of the show.
All right.
especially with something like this where you don't know what.
I mean, I don't know.
I apologize because it's very under-reviewed.
I would think so, yeah.
So I don't have a full. I usually do 3 1s and 3 10s. I don't have enough, but
Yeah.
we'll give you what we have.
Was this?
It's too bad we can't read Korean, because then we could probably you could probably find a good,
That's what
because there's no way that they wouldn't have.
That's what
like,
translating apps are for.
Yeah.
Did it
Yeah,
come out
but-
this year or last year? Was it 2022 or 23?
2022,
Okay.
according to the internets. All right. Cole always likes the whiplash. I think we'll continue with that. What do you want first? 1s or 10s?
I would like a
start.
1,
I'd like a
because I
1.
feel like, what are you doing if you came out of this being like, well, what was that? It's like, come on, dude, watch the trailer.
Yeah, I guess if
Every
you
time
haven't seen the trailer, like what are you
Yeah, what are you doing?
going into this blind is kind of crazy.
Well, especially considering
It would be-
the image for the poster they have online. It's creepy as heck just looking at you.
Oh, I know.
You'd have no clue what you were going into.
I mean, yeah, even the poster is enough to like know what you're getting into.
You'd think, but I don't know.
All right, here we go. Ultra violence says Vive Kemaru 45. Pointless. The film has a hazy plot revealed as it progresses. Bulk of the movie concerns action sequences aboard a ship. The plot concerns prisoners being transported by ship. I'm just reading this verbatim. It doesn't make any sense.
No, I've got it.
He said it twice. Events lead up to all being embroiled in a life and death struggle to survive. This movie is not just an action slasher, but has sci-fi elements woven into it, which we kind of mentioned earlier. I've seen a lot of Korean action films, but this one takes the cake. By normal standards, this could be considered perverted and depraved filth. He says filth. This also reflects today's society. Are humans on the verge of chaos? Verdict, : I didn't like the acting, direction, and script. We have already seen too many Resident Evil films, and this new entry doesn't do the genre any justice.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, kind of. I get what. Well, it took me a second, but I know what he's referring to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Comparatively, George A. Romero's Dawn of the Dead succeeds more than this movie ever will.
That's
I think those are different types of
category.
movies.
Different
but-
types. Yeah.
that's a way different genre.
Because of all the elements in that film work for it. Noted by today's standards, and also the fact that I've seen Dawn of the Dead more than 4 times.
Humble brag.
The special effects now seem farcical. Due to the sheer amount of disturbing, over-the-top ultraviolence, I would not recommend Project Wolf Hunting at all. 1 out of 10 stars.
Someone here may agree with that.
I mean,
Buckets of blood.
We're not there yet. Yeah. All right. 10 out of 10. Deathstroke is a stowaway. What is it? Do you know what he's referencing?
Is that like the comic book
Deathstroke?
character, or is there something else?
I don't know.
I don't know what Deathstroke
I don't know what
means.
I don't
I
know.
just associate it with like.
It is it's a Marvel comic character, and I can't.
Really?
Sure, I thought maybe it was DC.
Well, look it up while I give you.
No, you're right. It is DC.
Maybe,
Deathstroke.
but maybe it means something else. I don't know.
Bear Adams says Deathstroke is a stowaway.
Like a blind killer kind of thing, I think is what he's getting at. Because I think Deathstroke's like Daredevil, or the DC version
It
of
is
Daredevil.
DC.
Project Wolf Hunting is the Train to Busan of 2023, a monstrosity of pure adrenaline and pleasure. I literally have nothing bad to say about this film. Phenomenal cinematography, acting, violence, soundtrack, pacing, and etc. The depiction of violence, while outrageous, never felt overboard to me. I hope that we get to see a sequel or possibly a trilogy one day. I could write a 3-page review, but I'll end it here, LOL. The movie is a combo of Predator, Winter Soldier, and a Korean Con Air, mashed into one glorious movie experience. It will go down in my personal annals, not anals, excuse me, annals.
My
annals,
personal anal of history.
for one of the top, if not the best movie experiences of 2023 for horror/action/thriller films. 10 out of 10 stars. Okay.
Yeah, I mean this guy knew what it was and got what he wanted.
Yeah. All right. Here's our last 1 out of 10 because I only had 2. So I apologize.
Oh, man.
Just Blood says Leal Muhammad.
It's a recurring theme in the show.
This movie cost $1,000, $100 for the cast and the ship rental, and $900 for blood gallons. Unreasonable blood everywhere. Stupid scenario, and stupid officers, and stupid criminals. Stupid government. I mean, who would get a super powerful person on a ship with two stupid men for security? After like the first hour, there's no one single scene with no one getting killed. And that alpha thing, when he was in the woman's room, he chose to... Oh, maybe I shouldn't read that.
He's got like his personal grievance that he's recounting.
Well, it's kind of spoilery, so...
Just skip it.
The only good thing is the motherfudging criminal with a lot of tattoos looks like Crypto in Apex Legends.
Tells you the age range of the reviewer.
Other than that, it's a big 0 for me. 1 out of 10 stars. Sorry, I kind of spoiled. Little touch of spoils.
I don't think so.
Our second 10 out of 10. A roller coaster must-watch movie, says Jim JIMF 40091. I had the chance to watch this movie twice at TIFF, which is the
film Toronto International Film Festival. Yeah,
correct. The movie is as described and much more. You might think that you know, but you don't. It is seriously brutal.
I love this patronizing tone.
Director Kim had a clear vision while making this movie. It's truly hard-boiled, extreme survival game movie. From the start, there is tension, explosion, and blood. So don't take it lightly. It is very brutal, violent, bloody, gory, and visual. But it goes exactly well with the theme of the movie. The acting is superb. So many great actresses. Many of them are scene stealers, particularly So In-guk, Sung Dung II, Park Seo Sung.
That isn't ill, like
Sung Dung Il. No, it's just
you sure it's 2 and not just a lowercase I and uppercase I or L.
they're the same height.
All right, I'm just saying,
Maybe it's ill, Sung Dung Il or Sung Dung II. We don't know. Park Ho Sung.
Sung Dong-il.
That being said, it has a bit of comedy. Lots of twists and turns, unexpected characters. You never know what comes next, who will die, or how there are no hero. Whatever that means.
Heroes, like bad guys or good guys.
It will keep you in your seats. If you use 2 seats, I guess, it'll keep you in your seats.
Why would you see something twice at a film festival? That seems odd to me.
You might even close your eyes several times. Yeah, he's right. But that's all part of the experience. Blood is a huge factor on this one. Director Kim shows and details what happens if a limb or head is cut off, including the sounds it makes, how heinous criminals would behave, how cruel and evil humans can be to obtain or secure power, and how
I like how he's acting like it's like a philosophical movie.
It's so funny.
It's like it's a movie that makes you ponder the nature of man.
Would I too get my throat ripped out for looking out a window on a dark and stormy evening? Could that happen to me?
Or how this human thing who has been experimented with and has not a single drop of humanity left, but it is filled with hate and cruelty, becomes a beast and has no regards for life. I would say...
And doesn't afraid of anything.
Doesn't afraid of anything, yeah. I would say give it a hard chance. What does that mean?
Chance.
A hard chance.
What does that mean?
This movie...
I wonder if they're putting like their own reviews through like a...
AI?
Or like it's just Google Translate and posting it in English. Or
that could be.
I don't know.
This movie is like no other movie. Also, it is very well made. It makes sense to the title and the description. I can't wait for this movie to come to New York City. I am so happy to know that director Kim already has a script for the prequel. He also has a sequel. 10 out of 10 stars.
All right.
There you go. All right. This is the last one, Cole. So get ready. The best so far! Exclamation point says Mobe Iliu. Mobe Iliu. I was astonished by the great acting of the actors. I don't know why I like that sentence so much. I was astonished by the great acting of the actors. Love the gory scenes and the action. Some people don't know how to appreciate a movie. They don't even know how to rate a movie either. They're just simply stupid, frankly speaking.
I love this.
I have witnessed some scenes in the movie in real life.
Is that true?
What? And these scenes made me appreciate the craft put in the script.
What does he mean by that?
He was there watching them film,
Or if he's seen people get their arms ripped off.
Yeah, it's like, has he seen, like...
he's been on a boat full of criminals getting massacred.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's very weird. It looks real and it feels real. Not like your overrated Hollywood crap, which is ornamented by ludicrous CGIs and two Western narratives.
What?
What?
What does he mean by that?
Like TOO, like too much Western narrative.
Well, I know,
Too
but
much,
like,
no.
what makes it a Western narrative?
No,
He's saying it's not that, I think.
it's
which
not
is good.
praising America as the like overall good guy all the time, or the West being like the
Oh, okay.
the
I
hero,
don't
the
know.
savior.
I thought we were talking like
Basically
I
framing.
thought we were breaking things down further than that. So
I'm guessing
what's the
it's-
Hey,
archetype?
listen, he or she clarifies themselves right here. He says, I'm not racist, but believe...
That's clarity.
You never want to start a sentence with that, but,
But believe me, I find their movies too annoying and without meaning. I guess the Western
oh, okay.
Hollywood.
Well, I mean, you could just say that he doesn't like Western movies.
I don't know.
I would have understood that.
I don't know how
more
that's
than-
racist if you hate like.
Yeah, I think it's
Western
fine.
movies.
I hate most of them too, so I think it's fine.
Okay. Well, I guess you're racist.
Sure.
Okay, let's go. Mobile Ayu says he concludes they congrats to the director, the actors, and the writer. They all deserve respect and admiration.
Two of them is the
10
guy.
out of 10.
It's a writer and director, I think was so.
Same thing. Yeah.
I just want to bring it up also, since we're in the review section, that it's been, and I brought it up in other pods before recently, but Rotten Tomatoes is under some scrutiny because
Yeah.
the studios are paying off
Yeah. Like
Their
these low yeah.
reviewers to get their Rotten Tomatoes
So
score high.
far,
It's
it was
beautiful.
one indie film a couple years ago that they
game-
paid for reviews.
They're
It-
game-
No,
Gaming it, man.
it's more. It's been happening for 5 years.
They're gaming it.
It was 5 years ago that it occurred when they
beautiful.
paid for the reviews.
Really?
Yeah.
So only one?
There's only been one confirmed documentary that they paid to get good reviews on so
I
far.
d-
but
I
it
doubt
hasn't
that.
I bet it's higher than that.
I bet once you have one,
No, I'm just
there's
saying.
more out there.
I'm just clarifying. That's like what the main news was at the time. Was it was one film that received scrutiny years ago that got paid for reviews.
Well, I want to tell you right now, my reviews are pristine. What we do here is a public service, and we have not been paid.
That's right. We are untainted.
However,
We are
I
pure.
would accept money. If you want to send that to me, I will
Yeah, if
accept
you-
it.
If you, how much for you to change what I'm assuming is your view of this movie?
That's a good. What is the number?
Yeah, you'd have to think about it.
I think it would be very low for you to buy my review, but I don't know. I'd have to.
You'd have to think about
I'd
it.
have to think about it.
Our
think-
lowballing scruples, folks. This is
think-
what we do.
I think you'd have to be presented with it to really ask yourself the question.
I agree. We'll see. Anyone out there want to give me some money? We'll see what that dollar amount will be.
Audible will give him like 12 months free subscription if he.
You can put a dollar amount on that.
Yeah. All right. That's all the reviews. Sorry we didn't have an extra one, but there's not a lot out there.
Should have gone with a less obscure movie. Oh well.
All
Our
right.
standards fall lower every day.
I'll try harder next time.
Let's get into should or shouldn't you watch this? Okay. This, as we do when we all haven't seen something, it's a live. I mean, it's not live, but it's live for us. Mm-hmm. We need 5 reasons why you should or shouldn't watch this.
If you are, such as myself, currently in the process of desensitizing yourself to all cinematic violence of all forms,
You've been doing that for years.
I've been trying.
I know, but you just have coming off
and apparently-
watching Friday the 13th.
Yeah, I know.
Rips.
And those, yeah, this is better than that. So this stuff still got some juice. That's what I'm saying.
Man. So you're saying if you like
If you like that, yeah.
that type of film, like slasher,
Yep. I would say that this is for you.
Basically, from the opening scene, it's a bloodbath the entire way through the movie.
I don't know. It actually takes a bit to set itself up, I thought.
yeah.
Well,
I mean,
after the bombing at the initial beginning,
Yeah.
but not
let's
too
keep
long.
it
I mean,
spoiler free until next week.
well, but I mean, it's the first scene.
Yeah, I don't think that's a spoiler.
Yeah, I know. I'm just. Yeah.
But considering once they are all on the boat. It doesn't take long for things
Yeah,
to kind
for
of
things
start
to go
unfolding.
crazy. And it is, I think, it's over the top. It's
Oh, for sure.
it's very much, I don't know. It's
Bucket
like,
of blood.
yeah, it's flirting with cartoony, or maybe it's at cartoony at spots. It's hard to say.
Yeah, I would say
It's very
spots that
cartoony.
are-
Every single.
Yeah, it's very like Kill Bill Volume 1.
Oh,
like,
there you go. That's a good way of putting it.
Okay.
Every single death kind of seems a little bit different, but
yeah, like in terms of
Results
like
in the
the
same
level
amount
of
of
the
blood
level of
being
violence
spilled.
and gore that you can expect, it's kind of
So we've got, if you're okay with violence and you're okay with blood.
yeah.
if you like good Koreans, I mean, this is a very good example of Korean just over the top.
I mean, I do like the Korean movies because I don't know, we've talked about it. Like they're kind of like still shooting for like the big blockbusters. They haven't they're still doing new stuff over there. It seems like.
Yeah,
They've still got the energy. Yeah, Korea's still got the juice.
we mentioned while we were watching this that a callback to Train to Busan,
Which is another example of the juice that they have.
and we were saying in that pod, which is a long time ago. I can't remember what number that is.
That
but
was 3-4 years ago.
it's
been
a long time ago. Back when we had crappy mics, but. Anyway, I remember Taylor saying that maybe we're only getting the cream of the crop, and that's why we're seeing so many good Korean films. Maybe.
I mean, maybe, but even so, they've still got the cream. So,
All right, so number 3 is Korean films.
if you like Korean films,
All right,
especially their more recent dynamic blockbuster
Supernatural
stuff.
Korean
Yeah,
stuff.
what would we? I mean, I can't even think of any other reasons.
to watch it.
Just stupid good fun.
It really is
It's
just if
basically
you
like it's
gore.
like Friday the 13th. You're not really
It
sure.
really
who's
is
gonna die
that.
or
Like,
who's
That's
gonna
it, really.
And I
get
don't.
massacred.
And I would say similar to that, those movies don't really have that much tension. I didn't think this one did either.
You're kind of waiting for like, okay, what's the next
Yeah.
crazy kill?
It is
that's
that.
gonna
I mean,
happen?
it's like a zombie movie. It's like, I mean, not, but in the sense that you're like waiting for the scene where they rip apart the guy in the crowd and you see his entrails. Like, it's that type of movie.
Yeah, I feel like I can't think of any other reason.
The only thing that really bothered me is there's so many characters. Once you get on the boat, it's hard to keep track of who's who or like
Hey, let's
who's.
save that for beefs, okay? Come on, man. You've been on the
No,
show.
shit.
Yeah, man.
5 reasons why you should or should not watch this.
Okay,
you're saying
that's okay.
That's the one.
all right.
That's the only reason I can think of for
so
this movie.
not a reason to watch it is because it's hard to follow the
There's
characters.
a lot of people they throw at you, and they don't really explain many backstories or who's who.
You're right.
They're either cops or criminals, and it's just hard to keep track of
I've
who's
got
left
another
or
one.
who's who.
Because, I mean, we talk about violence, but like there's a key point of this. They are using blood packs. They are using squibs.
Okay, so
They are not using CG blood.
an addendum to the blood.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
there's
because I
nothing-
mean, because you could say there's lots of violent movies that are just CG, and I think that doesn't hit as good.
Yeah, a lot. I mean, we were talking about in the reviews, the guy was talking about Resident Evil. That's all CGI blood towards after the first one. It's all CG.
Yeah, I
The
think so.
first one has a little bit of it too. but
Yeah.
It's no, you can definitely
No,
tell.
that guy got cubed for real.
There's
Yeah.
those lasers really cut him up.
Yep.
Well, all right. Anyone that we missed?
There's one point to make. I don't want to give it away. If you're
There might be
saving
a
it for your
sequel.
facts. Well,
Yeah.
prequel and a sequel.
Yeah, so if you want to hop on this R-rated franchise train,
Yeah. I mean, Busan.
you could be
Train
like
to
that
Busan
one
got a
guy.
sequel.
Yeah, you can be like that one guy who saw it at the Toronto Film Festival twice. Be like, and act all like, I saw it before. There were.
I want to know what the guy's top 5 movies of all time are.
Yeah.
You can look at the reviews on there if you click on the user. I think you
I
can see
know,
what
but
stars they
like,
give
I don't think
movies.
it shows like his
Yeah.
what his favorite movies are. That would be telling.
I would like to know. Very patronizing in that
All right.
review. It was very interesting.
I would say if you don't like, there's a lot of profanity that you have to read,
That's a good point.
and there's just
Yeah.
a lot. I mean, there's profanity, violence.
I was gonna say like
throughout.
the only like this like the reason to watch it is the same reason you should watch it.
Correct, and that's the whole fifth shtick of should or shouldn't you watch this.
Yeah, it's like
The reasons can go both.
yeah, it's like I mean, if you're not in the process of a desensitization project, then maybe this would be too much.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean,
If you're not on a visual
I watched
cleanse.
Alien with my mom, and that was like she was like
No way.
alarmed by the chest burst scene. I was like, And I was like, well, this is fine.
She had
like,
never seen Alien.
No, she'd never seen it. But I was like,
can't believe that she agreed to watch
I
that.
didn't ask permission. I was just like, I'm going to watch a movie.
Wow. Was this recent?
Yeah, it was like a week or so ago. I don't know.
Oh my
Mother,
gosh.
prepare.
But
for
I was
cinema
surprised. Because I mean, that just kind of shows the level.
Did she
of,
make it all the way to the
she
end?
did. Yeah.
What did she say about it?
I think she liked it. I don't know. I said it was a feminist movie because Sigourney Weaver.
Oh my god.
Girl power.
That's insane. I can never think about watching Alien with my mom ever.
But anyway, yeah,
All right.
the chest bursting scene was.
Try watching
She was shocked by that in a way that I was completely desensitized to, and I was like, "It's fine."
Try watching Bruno with your dad. That's
Oh.
experience.
All right, we need to move to by the numbers. That's
I wouldn't do that.
No way.
Well, no, we thought it would be funny. I had no clue what we were in for.
It is funny.
But that exercise bike scene, me and him made sure never to make eye contact for at least 20 minutes after.
All right, by the numbers.
For God's sake, just give me the damn number!
All right, I'm sure Cole already looked it up, but what's the budget of this film?
That one guy said $1,000, $900, or $800 for blood,
$1,000.
$100 for the cast, and then $100 to rent the boat.
$2.5 million.
$1,000.
9.1 million.
And look at what they did with it. Good for
$9
them.
million?
9.1
See,
million.
that's what I'm saying. Like they didn't spend.
You think that's too much?
That just seems high, but I'm guessing it was probably renting the boat and just having everybody having to.
I don't think all those practical effects are cheap at all, and having to reshoot if they don't go well.
Yeah, and they've still got a ton of people.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah, I
a lot
guess
of people
I
that
guess
have
that's
like
true.
speaking parts and are in it for a while.
There's a whole lot of actors. That's true. No, it just seems because there is no CGI and it's all practical, but everyone just has either handguns or it's the surprise waiting below deck kind of thing is the only real like movie magic that they kind of involve in it. It just didn't seem like it'd be that high.
Well, the box office haul surprised me quite a bit. What do you think?
is this
So
international?
I've got them separated: domestic,
Oh, okay, like
U.S.
Okay.
and then I've got
oh, it
international.
probably made $1 million here. I would
US, I'd
say.
probably say 500,000.
$20,000. They made.
It did
United
not get a
States.
wide release.
I think it. I think
It
it
probably
was
got
only
like
like
a theater, like in
I
like
think
LA.
it was like 10 or something theaters. It
Yeah.
wasn't a lot. All right, what is the international sales?
41 million.
3.8.
Oh, so there's no sequel to this coming.
Yeah. Yeah, no way. No way. Like who would ever agree to that?
You wouldn't think so. Yeah, that's.
But
too
maybe
bad.
there's some kind of streaming play where they sell it to someone.
Maybe, yeah.
I could see this, like you said, Shudder or something.
Yeah, it belongs on there.
People would love this on that platform. I don't know.
Technically, it was only released in the U.S. May of 2023. Maybe that's why it didn't make so much money either.
I don't know. All right, I got 3 numbers. And to be honest, the only trivia. So next week we don't have any trivia.
Oh no,
This is it. This is all I could find. According to the director, how much was the quantity of blood used?
So that's what I was going to give away earlier.
Yeah, don't give away. I want to hear what Taylor has to say, since he doesn't know.
Tons of blood
in tons
in terms of tons.
or like in terms of gallons.
There you go, spoiling
No.
the amount.
No, how many?
I know, but
2 tons.
But you're already saying tons.
No.
Like he could have said like
yeah, I thought
1,000 gallons.
Yeah,
or
1,000
like,
gallons.
Now it's in. He already knows.
There's
it's
no
in
way
tons.
there's no way we could have done that calculation.
I would have had to use my phone. I'm going to say 10 tons.
2.5 tons of blood.
5,000
Seems
pounds
right,
of
yeah.
blood.
Yeah, was used throughout the production of the film. That is an colossal amount.
That is an awful lot of blood.
And considering there's how many, like 40, 50 people, like you could divide that by how much blood per person, which is quite the amount.
Speaking of blood, and the reason why there's, I guess, blood due to ratings in Germany, despite being released in theaters with the not under 18 rating by the FSK, which is probably their rating
Their film rating board. Yeah.
board, due to the FSK's guidelines being a little more strict on home video than in theaters, rather than cut the movie to retain the FSK 18 rating, distributor Cape Light Pictures decided to release the movie on Blu-ray in Germany with the light SPIO/JK rating instead.
Ah, yes, the old /JK rating.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
So
okay.
enthralling.
Joke killing.
That's why it's in here, because it has the number 18.
I was
It's a
hoping
number.
that they did something like weird, like changed the color of the blood to blue so that you could, it's like it's blue stuff. You don't know what that is.
Fluorescent.
And the last number that I have, in a flashback scene, 1943, there is a digital vital sign machine operating in the surgery.
I didn't even occur to me to think about
These
that.
machines didn't exist in this form in the 1940s.
Considering how weird that scene is, it's the last thing you think about.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, that's funny. I mean, I mean, considering the nature of the movie, it's not kind of the thing you're like,
Yeah.
the authenticity.
The authenticity of 1940s, there's no way those would exist.
I mean, fair enough. Fair
I
enough.
have just lost my spell.
Like,
I feel
yeah.
pulled out of this reality. Now
Worst.
I'm bored.
Worst movie ever.
All right. I think we already said why you should watch it, why you shouldn't watch this. We'll give our rating next week, and we'll give our beefs and redemption also next week, which will be, I think we'll be divided a little bit on that one.
Probably.
All right. Anything else you want to say that's non-spoilery prior to adjourning?
No.
All right. At this point, there may be spoilers up ahead. So if you want to watch and then come back next week and join us for our breakdown of We Are All Just Blood Bags Anyway from 2022. I'm on the social medias. I dare you to message the great Popcorn Priest, that Popcorn Priest. I love movies and would love it if you'd share the love. Share this with the movie lover in your life. Another way to support the show is by throwing a few shekels at the priest by visiting patreon.com/Popcorn Priest and see what extra perks you can enjoy. And by the way, shekels mean money. Mean money. Send me money.
Byries review.
We need money. We need money. Lastly, the easiest way to support the show and the most free is like and subscribe and give us a 5-star review. Easier than getting in on a boat that has full people that are going to slice you up.
Yeah.
Well, you'd have to commit a crime first. It's a little difficult.
True. As always, thanks for listening, and thanks to my special guests. Pass me another bucket of blood, Cole, and I love dubbed movies, Taylor. I know you
It's
don't.
not dubbed.
I know. That's why I said that. Join us next week for part 2 of Blood. What is it good for? 2.5 tons. We'll see you next week.